Hello, you beautiful baby. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking this video. I really appreciate it. Welcome back or welcome. Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Tira. Over here, I basically just tell you all my business, whether I'm vlogging, reading out of my journal, or just sitting down talking to you. You never know. You may have clicked on a video that's about drama or me doing a reaction. Whatever made you click, I'm so glad you did. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Oh, I literally feel sick making this video. But I have the perfect opportunity to make this video. And I'm over on my community post trying to write this novel. And it's like, no, grow some balls and get your ass on here and talk about this.
First of all, trigger warning. I will be talking about mental illness and mental crises, you know. Everybody has mental health relapses, and sometimes we can deal with them, and then there's sometimes that, you know, just not able to. Man, this is hard. Oof. I think the biggest issue is coming to my platform with a problem, right? I'm saying I'm in crisis. Coming to YouTube with this problem that none of you can fix. I don't need anybody's help. I could use some prayers. I could use some good vibes. I could use, you know, like good sentiments, right? Like, yeah, I could use those things. Like, nothing that's going on with me is anything that I need, you know, help with YouTube for. I certainly don't want anyone to pity me. I have been doing this for over 20 years. I am so self-aware when it comes to my mental health. I am literally one of the most self-aware, mentally ill people that I know. And I do, and I've thought about this, consider myself a safe person to talk about mental health, especially a crisis, because I'm not sitting here telling you either that I am in any way suicidal. I am not. Am not.
Am I being really fucking mean to myself? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, when I lay in that bed at night and I don't have this phone in front of me, oh yeah, that's what I do. I just sit there and tell myself what a big loser I am. That is when it all begins.
I am doing these videos about my mental health in 2025 because I know that so many of us struggle with mental health. I know I'm not alone. I don't want any of you to feel alone. I want you to be able to click the video and say, oh my goodness, Tira's going through it and she's got to go to the hospital. Maybe I need to go to the hospital. Or something even better could come of it, and it would be like, oh my goodness, I need to get out of this bed because I'm going to spiral like Tira did. That would be amazeballs, right? That would be so good. This is what depression looks like too, by the way. Today is day 4 that I have not showered. I'm going to shower today because I'm going to the hospital today. Like, no ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm not spending another evening laying in bed for 3 hours talking down to myself or worrying about the dumbest shit when I got real shit to be thinking about. While I was writing this community post, I also thought about maybe you're a family member of somebody who is mentally ill and you just don't get it. It's been 20 years. My mother to this day does not get it. I'm just supposed to be happy and I'm just supposed to get out of bed and I'm just supposed to get in the shower and I'm just supposed to care about life and I'm just supposed to adult, and that's just all there is to it. You don't let yourself not do these things, right? And it took many years for my sister to really get it. If I'm being honest, I think if I asked her, when do you think you really, really understood what bipolar is for me? I'll bet you she'll say when I moved to Florida. Because I remember all them years before that, her just not getting it. And I think it's all the time we spent together when I had first went to Florida. Because, you know, I struggled even in Florida, even when I'm the happiest, right? Like, even when all life is the best. So maybe, just maybe, I can help you understand a family member more, because you don't fucking get it. You wouldn't get it. Nobody's supposed to understand my mental health, which is why I've always kind of just went with, I don't have to explain my mental health to nobody, and I'm not going to, because it's not their job to understand my fucked up head. I think that's just how I've always thought about it. Oh God, I don't feel like I really talked to nobody ever. You know, I didn't call my mom. I didn't call my best friend and be like, oh my God, I'm feeling terrible. No, like, I just call you when it's like, I gotta go to the hospital and I need you to watch the baby for the weekend. My mom will get him on Monday, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, figuring out daycare for my children when I go inpatient. Otherwise, I'm very much the girl who just suffers in silence. Like, I guarantee you, I'm gonna go to the hospital tonight. Everybody in this house tomorrow is gonna wonder where the fuck I'm at. And then he's gonna tell them, and they're gonna be like, what was wrong with her? And I get that. I get that. Because physically, my anxiety is through the roof. I am crawling out of my skin 24/7. I know that I need to go to the hospital. I know that I need to probably be put on a new medication. It's time for something new. I can't keep doing this. We need to change things up, you know, and if there's one thing I've learned, is it's all about the concoction. I don't know if concoction is a real word, or if I made that up, or if I stole it from the person who made it up. I don't know. It's all about the concoction. And for a really long time, I would say 10 years, I was on the same concoction, and I'm still on that same concoction. It's time for a new concoction. My brain is like not cooperating with the old one anymore. You know, it's time for some fresh new medication. Let's try some new shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like, in and out of the hospital every other month, I can't do this. I can't go through depression and then get out and go for a month and a half and then crash. No, something is not stabilizing properly, and it needs to be stabilized. And I will sit in that hospital as many days as I need to. But let's not forget, I haven't left the house in over a week. The idea of going to the hospital is already dreadful. Because you know you're locked up in there. You know, I don't get cigarettes, I don't get weed, I don't get none of the things. You get 3 meals a day, you know what I'm saying? Some snacks in between. And otherwise, like, you're locked up. But the actual thought of leaving the house to go to said hospital, I had every intention. If I fell asleep, which I finally fell asleep about 6 a.m., if I fell asleep whenever I woke up, get in the shower and go. No, I'm going to enjoy my day, and I'm going to watch Soft White Underbelly like I have been since yesterday, and I'm going to do everything except for think about my problems and think about the fact that I have to leave this house. Depression always affects me in a way where I just feel sick. nauseous, right? Like just, I have no energy. Like the thought of taking a shower, even though it's day 4, the thought of taking a shower in my head is a whole chore. It's just like, oh my God, I am so mad that I have to do that. And I have to wash my hair. My hair is dirty. Like just the thought of changing clothes, right? Like just looking for new clothes. It's like a whole fucking, it's a whole, and it's been so nice because for the last 3 days, Pookie has stayed in the house. So like while I'm feeling this, even though I don't want to talk to nobody, and when I'm depressed, I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to be in my own world, leave me there and whatever. So like he's just been watching TV and I've just been sitting at the table and doing nails or doing whatever I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even like we're hanging out, but it's been so nice just having him in the house because like today, now that he's not in the house, I have like this like anxiety just about him not being in the house. Oh my God, it's the stupidest shit. I'm really trying to explain how I feel and why all of this means what it means for me, because mental illness looks different for everybody. Let's make sure we remember that, you know. I'm actually very tired and I'm grateful for that because I'm gonna go to the hospital this evening, 10 o'clock or something, you know, whenever, and go right to sleep and hopefully get some good medication and sleep for a day or 2. If there's one thing that needs rest, it's my brain. My poor brain. I feel like it's smoking. You know, when I can't sit and do my nails without not only doing my nails, but like watching Soft White Underbelly. Like I'd really be getting into that shit.
I love listening to people's stories. If I could do anything on YouTube, it would be like be a Soft White Underbelly. I would love to be Mark and live in a place where like I could find all these eccentric fucking people, you know what I'm saying? And just like they could tell their stories. But anyway.
I am so focused when I do my nails. I tried to film a couple videos whilst doing my nails and I can't. It's worse than when you're doing your makeup. Like you've got to focus, especially when it comes to that file and painting and you know what I'm saying? No, like you got to focus. That shit ain't, you know, with a nice big old blending brush. Hell no, you got to be like right there by the cuticles and, you know, with Soft White Underbelly in my ear, focusing like crazy on my nails. And all I can think about is this big old catastrophe that I have created in my head and how horrible everything about my life is. You know, instead of telling myself like, you're safe, you're warm, you can go lay down if you really need to, you know, in the bathroom to cry, like, bitch, you can do whatever the fuck you want to, you know what I'm saying? You're totally in your element, you know what I'm saying? All the things, whatever. You know, the breeze coming through the window is nice, or I should be so excited to be doing my nails, right? Like, I love doing my nails. I love doing my nails. I love doing my nails more than I love doing press-ons because doing my nails is something that I'm only like recently teaching myself to do. I just mean doing the gel X with the gel overlay and then, you know, the nail art and stuff like that, you know. Anytime I was doing my nails in Florida, right, like when I was living with my son, I would just, you know, adhere them, the gel X away, and then just paint them. I wasn't using builders to, you know, do an overlay and, you know, all the things.
Literally every time I do my nails, I learn something new. I really do. Every time, this is what's happening. I like my nails sharp. I like them sharp. And when you originally put that tip on, it's not that sharp. I know it's a stiletto, right? But it's just not that sharp. I've not found a tip yet that is sharp enough for me to not have to reshape. And every time I redo a set, and that's why I file them off all the time too, because I'm like, no, we're gonna do a new set. We're not going to overfile. I always overfile. There has to be a happy medium, and I have to find it, between getting the points that I want without overfiling.
And then there's the issue with every time I finish the set, I will begin to find flaws.
Then I want to redo them and not make those mistakes again. It's a whole journey. And it was the same thing when I got into the makeup. Oh, your eyeshadow looks like shit? You better keep practicing, bitch, because you better figure this out. You got to make that shit look good. And I'm the blending queen. You know what I'm saying? I know that I could throw down with some eyeshadow. But that took a lot of fucking practice. Eye infections. Oh my god, I used to get my fucking makeup from Wish. I had an eye infection. I still was fucking playing with makeup like a stupid ass too, sure was. But eventually I got really fucking good with makeup.
Nobody could tell me nothing about my makeup skills. You could say that my like eyeshadow looks are like a lot, and I know that. That's the purpose of doing them, you know? Like I would never wear the eyeshadow looks. But creating the eyeshadow looks, you know what I'm saying? To actually make them look good. Like, no, can't nobody tell me shit. Can't nobody tell me shit. From a soft beat to a full beat, baby, I got your back. I am the one you want to do your makeup. And that's just how I feel about it. And one day I'll be saying that about my nails too. Even I know my press-ons need work. You know, when you don't do press-ons for so long, you realize, like, damn, you really got to be careful with this top coat. Like, bitch, you learned that 9 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you get rusty, and I don't want to forget. You know what I'm saying? So I just do them too much. The night before was pure torture. I laid there for hours talking shit to myself. I woke up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my nails. I'm going to fucking, you know, take them off. I'm going to file them off. I'm going to redo them and all the things. And that's going to take me hours. And by like 8 o'clock, I don't know if I was just fucking around all day or what the hell I was doing. But by 8 o'clock, I was like not even nowhere near even like what I was gonna do with them nail art wise and shit, you know. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go tomorrow. So I just stood up until like I was like, oh no, bitch, like you're tired, you should probably go lay down. And it was like 6 a.m. You know, it is really hard to be in a relationship when you deal with mental illness the way I do, anyway, right? Like to my level or whatever I'm trying to say. And then you have someone who really probably doesn't even believe in it. Let's just be for real. Pookie probably doesn't even believe in like mental illness. He probably doesn't, you know? You know, when you're depressed, you don't want to talk to nobody. When you're depressed, you don't want to go outside with nobody. When you're depressed, you don't want to be around people, period.
Going to Mother's Day, like I had to force myself, you guys. And I even tried to get out of it until I realized Mama was going to get real mad. And I was like, oh no, we ain't doing that. We ain't pissing Mama off on Mother's Day. I'm not willing to do that. Like, bitch, you're going to go. It was just a Debbie Downer. I just sat there all night. Like, dude, I don't do that. And I felt terrible for even being there. Everybody was having fun around me, but no, not Tira, you know? But me and Pookie had gotten into it, so.
On top of coming to the realization that, like, I'm gonna be spending more Mother's Days by my fucking self. And I also feel like when I'm in this headspace, I don't have anything positive to say. So, like, you know, if they say if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Like, I would just rather not talk. I don't have anything nice to say. But like I said, the people around me are probably just thinking, oh, she, you know, is just doing her thing over at the table like she's been doing, you know. She's fine. She's talking to us fine. My anxiety is so fucking bad. And just the way it makes me nauseous and just like I want to crawl out of my skin. I get 1 milligram medications twice a day. I took 3 pills yesterday for my anxiety. I think it brought it from a 10 to a 6. No bullshit. And that is like the good medicine. I had to then take what is used in the mental health world as like anxiety helper, but it's like an antihistamine also as well, I think. And I had to take one of those too. And it brought me down to a 5. Oh, the pity party that I have had for myself. Oh, and man, if I could have had people join, I sure would have. Poor me, my life never goes right. I have to get the screen out of my fucking hair. You know, my life never goes right. Why was I so stupid to get in this relationship? 8 months later, bitch, what you crying for now? My life is so terrible. But I eat every day. And literally, dude, as long as I don't smell, it's even more like incentive not to shower. It's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. But it ain't like it's been hot. It's been like 50 fucking degrees the last 4 days. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here in a sweatshirt because I got the window open. So, but like, there's no excuse for that. I'm 44 years old. You shower every day. That's what we do. That's what you do as an adult. You take a shower every day. But it's a whole fucking chore. I'd rather just be parked right here on this kitchen table. And you know, now I'm sitting here genuinely upset that I did the nail art last night. But I convinced myself last night that I needed to do the nail art because I was going to wake up this morning and go to the hospital. You know what the worst part is about that is I know once I get into the hospital, within an hour, they'll give me something that will knock me out. And I won't have to think or feel any of this. But the thought of actually getting there, like, scares me stuck to this chair. It's the worst feeling. You know what? I do it every time I go to the hospital. It takes me days to go to the hospital. Like, I'll be like, oh, bitch, you need to go to the hospital. It'll take me fucking days. And literally, the way it has been, Pookie finds out, like, the day I'm going. And he's just like, oh, shit, okay. You know, like, honestly, the only reason he knows now is because I told YouTube. And it's like, if I'm going to tell YouTube, I better tell him. You know what I mean? Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have found out until yesterday or today that I'm even going to the hospital. And instead of my brain saying, you know what, by this time tomorrow, you'll be feeling a lot better, you know what I'm saying? You will have had a great night's sleep, probably slept at least 12 to 16 hours. You know, you had a good breakfast. The doctor will be in to see you shortly. You guys can talk about new medicine and, you know, get started on this stuff as soon as possible type, you know. Just thinking about how much I hate being there. the kind of people that I'm going to have to be around. Who is going to be screaming this time? Am I going to have to bug up like I did last time? And I don't feel good when I bug up because it's not conducive to anybody's mental health for me to be bugging up any more than the person who's getting on my fucking nerves. And I know that. And I know that. I am fully fucking aware. But when it comes out, it comes out. And I can't fucking help it. And I just lose it. You know, and I'm screaming at them, you fucking asshole, I came here to get better, now listen to you fucking scream. But like, what does that do to the patients who have to hear me say that? I am really, 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 really going to do my best to try to be able to journal. There's these workers, I don't know what the fuck they're called, and they have to sit in the hallway with their computer on the chair. And I'm going to have to like try to convince my doctor that I need to journal while I'm there. If I had that journal last time I was there, I don't think I'd be going there right now. I really don't. I think I could have worked out a lot of things 2 months ago when they were beginning. But yeah, you get crayons in a mental ward. I'm not writing in my journal with a crayon. And you know, there have been a few of you concerned that I am talking about my mental health, and you know, people are going to make fun of you. People are going to call you a liar. People, you know, they're going to think you're doing this or that or the other. In 2025, I'm not letting any of the naysayers keep me from doing anything that my heart is telling me that I should do. And talking about my mental health, even talking about it during a crisis for me, is good for me. I wish I could tell you that my anxiety was better. It's not. It's fucking not. But like, it's still good for me to talk about it. It can help someone to not feel alone. It can help someone to maybe realize, oh shit, I'm spiraling. Let me get to the fucking doctor. Or it can simply help you to understand a family member or friend a little bit better. Because there's no explanation for any of these things that we feel.
Why are you anxious, Tara? I don't know. Why can't you just think happy thoughts? I don't know. Why are you just focusing on the negative? You tell me. Can't make it fucking do what it wants to do. Like, it's a brain. It's a whole fucking brain. I can't fucking fix it.
You go to fucking college. You think I went to fucking school for brain surgery, bitch? And, you know, let's just talk about it just for the hell of it. Crisis mode for me used to look way different. Crisis mode used to be like, oh, I've been in bed for 2 weeks. Only getting up to bathe the baby, or only getting up to make the dinner, and only getting up when, you know, when fucking necessary. I'd spend weeks isolated, not answering my phone, not even for my best friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't talk to my mom, wouldn't talk to nobody, just isolated, you know what I'm saying, and really didn't leave the house. I know that I have mentioned it in previous videos, but we know them videos are gone, and, you know, they were so long ago. Only one other time in my life had I ever attempted SSI, and that was when they took the baby. Obviously, you know that, you know, we had access to the homeboy that was in the house with me at the time. You know, he had his up in the closet, and I happened to notice it, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is perfect. He's gone, and I'm gonna fucking brains out. You know what I mean? And he just so happened to walk in the door and, like, tackle me to the fucking ground, you know. But that was such a split moment decision Like, yeah, I was sad. Of course, I was probably depressed, and probably needed the hospital, right? But like, it was real simple. Oh shit, there's the GUN. Oh damn, let's just end it. It was, no, 2 years ago or a year ago or whatever it's been. I planned that shit out. And you know, I never would have thought in a million years that I would ever plan my suicide. I promised myself I wouldn't do that, and that's why I've always taken myself to the hospital. I think throughout my journey with mental illness, I think crisis has changed what it looked like, you know, a few different times. But I will never forget how it started. I started to like really sit and tell myself, all these things these people say about you are true. You know, like, you really are a piece of shit and you don't deserve to live. You know what I mean? I really believed that. In that week and a half span, or week, or whatever that was, God, was that a whole week? I think I did. I think I really sat there and really just thought a lot of shit out. So probably about a week. I will never do that to myself again. I am far too self-aware. And I'm telling you, I really enjoyed being there. I wanted to be in that miserable state of mind. I wanted to hate myself. I wanted to think those things were true. I wanted to feel the pain of those words, or, you know what I'm saying, things that were being said, or whatever the case might be, right? Like, I wanted to feel that, and I don't think that's normal. No, that's very not normal, right? Like, that's abnormal as fuck. And it really can just, you know, prove to even someone like me who's so self-aware and really stays on top of their mental health. If you ever find yourself enjoying a dark place, please call your doctor ASAP. Nobody should enjoy a dark space. A dark space is supposed to be sad and dark for a reason. Like, I look at the clock, it's 5:45, and all I can say to myself is, shit, that much closer to 10 p.m. Because in my head, that's when I'm gonna go. I wouldn't be shocked if I even convinced myself to stay home another night. The anxiety is like almost crippling. It really is. Just the thought of leaving this house. And I hate it for me so bad. You know what? I've been talking for 47 minutes, and I know that I've done a lot of like Lamaze breathing throughout this entire thing that I'll be cutting out. So maybe like 30 minutes, but I think that's long enough. Just wanted to, you know, I don't know, talk a little bit.
I hope everybody stays sucker free, and you know what that means? I wrote a big old novel on a community post last night at like 3 in the morning or something, I don't know. Ignore, and you will thank me later, I promise. And you can say your piece in like a week. Just pretend that motherfucker is just nowhere around. Just pretend, I'm telling you.
I'm sure there's a million things I probably am gonna wish I would have said. Editing me will add them if I can think of them soon enough. But there's plenty more talks about mental health to be had on my channel. Lord knows this isn't my last crisis, my last anything. So I appreciate you guys just for being here, giving a shit, taking the time to listen, And, you know, maybe you were able to learn something about even anxiety or something. I don't know, you know. Peace out, Girl Scout. Thanks again for coming. I hope you have a great day or night wherever it is you are, and I'll see you in the next one.